Alrighty boys, so this video is going to be a slightly different type of video. In this video we're not actually going to be playing. I will be showcasing pre-made gameplay of the cheats that I will be talking about now. But the point of this video is to show you guys a little list of what I believe to be safe to use cheats and cheats with a certain level of risk, and detected cheats or cheats with a high risk of getting a vac ban or a vac cooldown, whatever it is. I think this is an appropriate time to do this video because a lot of new vac live updates have been pushed. A lot of people have been receiving a vac live cooldowns for no apparent reason, so I thought why not just go ahead and make a video for what I believe a little list to be the cheats that are safe to use, medium risk and high risk. So I'm gonna stop yapping, and again this is my own personal opinion and my own personal experience. I have used most of these cheats. I have not used all of them. I have talked with my own community about this, which they all have, and ranking them. And also boys, before I actually make that list, if you guys want to buy any of the cheat that is, or most of the cheat that is listed, go to cs2-cheats.com. The link is in the description down below. Make an account on here and then go to store, and you guys will find basically most of the cheat that I talk about today, that you guys can get whatever you want. In the checkout page, just type in rocks and you guys will save yourself like 5% as well. So let's go ahead and start with some cheats now. So first of all, we have anyx. Now this is going to be biased because I am myself a admin at anyx, so I don't want to say anything that's too glazing or anything. I'm just gonna be honest. I think anyx is a loaded cheat, external cheat with a kernel driver, and it has no internal features. Pretty safe to use. I would place this cheat, no doubt about it. I think everyone would probably agree with me. It's on low risk. anyx is one of the few cheats on here that is very unlikely to ever get detected. But again, note that it says low risk and not 0%, because any cheat, doesn't matter if you're using DMA or whatever you're using, anything can be detected if Valve really wants to. So just be careful with that. Though I have to say, I've never ever been banned with anyx ever. So that's just my own opinion. And next we have this cope thingy. I have no idea what the fuck this is. After that we have what I believe is plague cheat. Now plague cheat is, from what I've heard, a pretty high risk cheat. This cheat has a lot of rage features, and I don't think they're keeping the cheat up to date as they should. I'm not sure if there's still a private cheat, but I don't recommend using this if you want to stay undetected for now. And then we have fatality. You can probably guess it. The shit is as detected as detecting come. I don't recommend using HVA cheats for legit cheating. This cheat is purely for people who would like to play legit and not get any type of ban. Fatality is not a legit cheat, therefore it comes in at high risk. Lethality is, from what I heard, is pretty low risk. It's pretty similar to anyx. I'm not sure if it uses a driver to inject the cheat, but from what I've heard, it's pretty undetected. It's a pretty good cheat as well, so wouldn't keep that at low risk. I don't know what this is. I don't recognize the logo, but I know Iniura. Iniura is actually a internal cheat. It's not an external cheat like anyx and lethality. And as I told you guys, there will come times where VAC will improve their anti-cheat, and now is those types of times. And this is when internal cheats will slightly and slowly, it's basically, it will get a lot of more ban reports, a lot less ban reports on external cheats than it is on internal. And Iniura is an internal cheat. If you guys do not know what an internal and external is, it's basically internal cheats uses more features that changes the game's memory. It's more injected into the game directly. You have inventory changer, you have skin changers, you have shit like that, while externals only reads the game memory, and therefore it's a lot safer to use, in my opinion. So I'm gonna placing Iniura at medium risk because there has definitely been reports of people getting vac live. However, it's not at a significant level where every single one is getting them. Therefore I'm putting it at medium risk. I recognize this shit, but I don't know what this is. We're gonna hop that. Envision is a cheat. I will not lie, Envision is quite, it does not support 24H2 Windows versions, which is quite new. They will fix it though very soon, but this video is not for the cheat ranking itself. It is simply for the risk of using the cheat. This is about Envision Premium. I am not talking about the free version. This is about the premium version, and the premium version is low risk. Absolutely no doubt about it. It's an external cheat, very safe to use, but they need to update the cheat. These cheats that I leave out, it's either I don't recognize them or have not used them, so I don't know what these four are. Someone can probably help me out. I'm not sure, but we're gonna skip those. Memesense. Now memesense is a very popular cheat. I would say one of the most, if not the most popular cheat in Counter-Strike 2. My experience with memesense has been amazing. I have received vac live bans or cooldowns, but it's not because of the cheat itself. It's probably because I'm playing very blatant. The only times I've received a direct vac live cooldown is only when I start to say my Sema Rage, or do stupid shit in the game. And therefore, I would place this cheat at medium risk. It's not at high risk because if you play legit, if you know how to play, you will not get a vac live cooldown. At least not for now, but it's still possible because it is internal. They do allow you to enable features that may get you a vac live cooldown. And there's been quite an amount of reports from people using this cheat that have gotten a vac live cooldown. So therefore, placing it at medium risk. Mesa changer, I don't think this cheat is any good at all anymore, to be honest. I think it's quite outdated. It does not support 24H2. I don't see much updates from the developer team, but it is probably safe to use if you still have it. So therefore, it is going to go on low risk. But note that this is not a direct cheat. This is only an inventory changer or a skin changer. So just keep that in mind. And then we do have Midnight. Midnight is very, very similar to memesense, I would say. It's basically essentially the same fucking thing, honestly. Midnight has just the better looking UI. That's quite literally it. They both have 3 languages like Chinese, English, and Russian or some shit. They both have every single feature. memesense has better visuals, in my opinion. They have better looking ESP and stuff like that. You can customize it more. But in general, all around, Midnight is probably a bit more clean and easier to use. Choose whatever you want. This also goes in medium risk. It's exactly the same as memesense. People have been receiving vac live reports, but not all of them. And if they do receive vac live reports, it's probably because they're going very blatant and they're auto walling and shit like that. Just be careful. Never lose. Obviously, fucking dog shit at the moment. This goes in high risk. It's an HVH cheat. It's not a legit cheat. Nixware is also in high risk. I've received a lot of things. Nixware does have a legit bot. Keep that in mind. So you can actually use Nixware for legit cheating, but I don't recommend it. It's been placed under high risk for me because I've actually received a vac live ban from it myself while just doing absolutely nothing. So keep that in mind. Nixware for now is not a good cheat to use for legit cheating. Perception. I've not used this cheat, so we're gonna leave that for now. Oh, and I just realized something. I just realized that this is not Plague. This is Plague. I forgot that this is Primordial. Sorry about that. Primordial. This is the cheat name, and it's still at high risk though, and so is Plague because they both offer Sema Rage and HVH features. So we're gonna go ahead and stay away from these 2 cheats when it comes to legit cheating. We do have Rifk 7. I will leave this alone because I have no idea what this does. I've never used this cheat, so I can obviously not place it anywhere. And from what I've seen on a list now from my community, it's not even listed anywhere, so I really cannot say anything about this cheat. Vanity is a cheat that also needs a lot of updates. Vanity and Mesa Changer, these 2 cheats need a lot of work in my opinion. They don't work properly. A lot of updates are needed, but from what I've heard, Vanity will actually update the cheat very, very soon. Regarding risk level, I don't believe it's low and I don't believe it's high, so we can go ahead and place it on medium since that just seems appropriate for Vanity. Now, Zone actually has 2 different cheats. They have an internal cheat and an external cheat. For the external version is actually at low risk. If you have the internal version, then it is probably at medium risk. You can clearly see the difference. If you have a skin changer in the cheat, then you're using the internal one. If you don't have a skin changer or inventory changer, then you're at low risk. You have the external version. Predator.systems is a medium risk at the moment because it's a internal cheat, and there's been reports from it directly in my server actually that the people have been getting banned from Predator. So just be careful with that. Comkiller, don't use this cheat. It's absolutely dog shit. It's high risk. It destroys your fucking PC. I started the fucking cheat and then my Windows got deleted. Like, I am not joking around when I say this. Started the cheat, it gave me an error upon launch when trying to load some bullshit driver. Restarted my PC and voila, my PC was gone. My Windows was gone. I was stuck there trying to figure out I had to literally re-download Windows through a USB drive and all that crap. I just don't recommend using this cheat at all. And here's Vanity again for some reason, so we're gonna leave that. Distort, from what I've heard, is actually on pretty low risk. Just note that something all of these have in common is they're all external cheats. Just keep that in mind and really put that into your assessment when trying to buy a cheat. External cheats are significantly more safe at the moment, in my opinion, and it's just way nicer to have an external cheat if you want safety. So if you want to be safe, if you want to play on a higher tier account or something like that, use an external cheat. One of these, my opinion, I guess anyx is what I would say because I'm a co-owner of anyx myself, but use any cheat that you want. Look it up, do your research, do whatever you want. Just get a good external cheat. Distort is one of them as well. Another external that is been undetected and still is undetected. Pretty safe to use. And then we also have Bameless. I'm gonna put Bameless. I would place it under low risk, but I am going to place it under medium risk just because of the mixture of internal and external features. For what I believe, it's an external cheat, so everything is external except for the skin changer. So they just added an inventory changer in the middle of everything, and apparently now it's external and internal. So I don't know how that works. It's very confusing, but I'm gonna place it at medium risk since there's no clear statistics about, not all the people use Beamless from what I've heard. So I cannot really say if it's detected, not detected, safe, not safe, la. But that is basically it, boys and girls. That is my little list. We have the low risk, we have Anyx, which I completely agree. I've used myself, Lethality as well, Envision as well. Mesa Changer, I haven't used this for a while, but it's only a skin changer, so you should not be getting you any type of ban. Zone external is safe and distort is safe. Medium, Inura, memesense, midnight. Basically all the internal cheats out there is placed under medium risk. And then high risk is basically all the rage cheats that offer rage features like primordial, fatality, never lose, nixware, plague, and comp killer. So that is basically it, boys and girls. That is my little list. I just want to keep you guys updated. If you guys want to buy a cheat, I'll look at this list and do your little research about it, because a lot of people have been receiving VAC live reports, and it is worth to note that those people who are receiving VAC live reports, it's not directly because of the cheat. I don't think that is. I think it's more about your gameplay. If you're tracking enemies through the wall, if you're using 0 MS trigger bot delay, if you're playing in a very non-human way or have non-human behavior, you will get flagged as irregular gameplay. And that doesn't matter which cheat you're using. You could be using anyx and still playing like shit and still get a VAC live cooldown. You have to play like a human being does it. You don't know where they are, so stop aiming at them through walls. Reaction time is not instant, so don't use a trigger bot with 0 MS delay. Have a little delay on there, have some reaction time, just be as human as possible. But besides of that, that is basically my list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want any of the cheats again, make sure to check out cs2-cheats.com. The link is in the description down below. Anyway folks, my name is Rux and I'm out. Peace.